Hi YouTube, how are you doing, and welcome back to Phasmophobia. In this video we found a new Thay ghost that has just gotten a huge upgrade from how it was when the update first came out. When it first came out, this ghost was super weak. It would get old very fast, it would be super passive, it would be super slow during hunts, but with this new upgrade they have made it terrifying. And in this video we're going to go over everything. We're going to show you all how fast this ghost can be, how aggressive it can be, and I really hope you enjoy. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you liked the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it, but let's not waste any more time. And let's hop into the game. You saw a ghost? Yeah. I think there's ghosts in this game. Jack Hill. I thought for a second it said Lisa Hill. I don't know why. I think we had a Lisa Hill recently. We haven't had a Lisa since the update. We gotta have one. Come on now. That's crazy. Big Bird, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. You've got lunch. What do you got? What do you guys got? Any people eating right now? I have my usual pasta with some vegetables. I said just the twins. Are you just twins? I swear I just... Was that a twin interaction? Am I insane? Wait, let me look at the truck. Am I the fastest person to ever play the video game? By accident? I mean, was very close, but I guess not quite. Okay, I've been lied to. My ears lied to me. Pasta meals are yum. Yeah, I love pasta and then put like cheese on it, put it in the microwave, it all melts. That's that good stuff. Okay, so you're actually in the teddy bear room, or you're in the bathroom next to it. What the frick was that lag? Someone threw the ball around. Holter, potentially. It sounded like you... Exactly, it sounded like you touched this, but it didn't open. Okay, no fingerprints. No fingerprints. Dots? Immediately? Are you crazy? I mean, so many people are saying this, I can trust you guys, right? It's not just like one person said it and then everyone started saying it. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you French? Well, Dots is thigh. So let's actually see. You're right. Maybe we have the board, in which case we need to check for the Thay. Like, if there is a special ability, oh man, I really wish we had the board. I don't know if we got a Thay though, but there might be something with the Thay where if you ask the board how old are you multiple times, it'll actually give you different answers depending on what stage of the Thay you are in. Like right at the start, the Thay is the most aggressive, and then it ages rapidly, which it doesn't age as rapidly anymore at all, because now it's actually okay. They buffed it a lot. Dude, this ghost is going crazy. It actually might be a Thay. Like, wait a minute. Because we, okay, writing and then Orbeez, right? Let's check for orbs. Because this is, like, crazy activity. We probably have Voodoo Doll. Let's get the, let's check for this. And then we'll put in, or we'll get a photo cam. And I guess we'll get another writing book. Let's see. Because if we see orbs here, I'm gonna be pogging. Because I really want to find a Thay because there's so much... Like, I want to immediately trigger a hunt then. Please. Oh my god, it could actually be... Okay, okay. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Right in the freaking book. I don't care anymore. Okay, we go. We go. I want to see how fast you are, dude. Okay, we grab a smart... We get out of the ghost room because if it works as intended, the Thay should now... we got orbs. The Thay it could be any... It could be a lot of different ghosts. Could also be, I don't know, yokai or something. The Thay should actually... not age as fast. Like, it used to age super fast. As soon as anyone entered the house, it would age super fast, and that made it incredibly weak. Then we tested with that, and it really was super weak. But apparently that was a bug. It actually is only supposed to age when there's someone close by, which is exactly what I suggested as a change. I didn't know it was bugged. I thought they just implemented it in a different way. So yeah, now if this is a Thay, we actually are gonna see the full power. We might only see it for one hunt. Let's see though. It giggled. Did you hear that from a distance? Just hum me. It's writing in a book! It's actually a Thay. Oh my god. Help! Wait, did it just get a little... Wait, did it just get slower when I... Whoa. Wait, I actually think that it genuinely got slower as it got close to me. Wait, that's so interesting. I'm gonna have to smudge there, though. I think it genuinely got a little slower as it entered the kitchen because it reached a threshold of like aging. Wait, no, it still sounds so fast. No. Okay, it's just the different footsteps. It's the different footsteps in the kitchen. But that shows you though, this is the ultimate form of the Thay. The Thay really needed a buff because it's a really fun designed ghost, but oh god, but it's actually pretty weak. Like even in its most powerful form, it's actually pretty weak. I want to get this bone before I die, and then I want to get the hell out of here. I don't want to be close to the Thay because I would love to see it another time in the strongest form. Because as long as we don't stay close to the Thay, it shouldn't age. Now imagine we had a board here. We could have also tested that. Let's see. What's our sanity right now? Okay, our sanity is 60. So that could still, because I've heard that Thays can hunt at 70%, which I have no reason to not believe that because I've literally seen other people get hunted at that sanity. Let's look at the Thay. Let's look at the book. We have learned a lot over the course of playing against this ghost, and I feel like we can now, and especially the upgraded Thay, because the last time we found a Thay, it was like the weakest form, and then they bug fixed it where they made it only get older when the player is in the ghost room or close by the ghost. It's hard to test whether one of those two are, like, one of those two it is. But I hope it's just only ghost room, because that would make it, like, the perfect design. Let's read it first. So, Thay have been known to rapidly age over time. Even in the afterlife, from what we've learned, they seem to deteriorate faster while in presence of the living, which didn't used to be the case. It used to be the case that upon entering the location, you would immediately start aging the Thay, even if you weren't in the house, I'm pretty sure, because, like, it literally was, the range was huge. Like, the range was huge, it would age at all times. So, before you even found the ghost, it would already be old and super slow, because the Thay has one huge weakness, which is that it doesn't speed up over time. Whatever the speed is of this ghost, let's read through it first, because I'm jumping the gun here. So, strength. Upon entering the location, Thay will become active, defensive, and agile. So, the Thay will basically be an Oni demon at the start. It'll hunt at 70% sanity. It'll be super aggressive, as we saw. It did so many things that I thought it was gonna be... That it was gonna be like the twins, even. Like, that was how fast it did stuff. Like, it was super active. And... it'll also be faster, as we saw. During that hunt, it was super fast. Now, as you also saw, I actually still looped it for quite a long time, because the weakness accompanied by the strength is that it will not speed up. So if it will be super fast at the start, but it won't actually speed up. So it'll be roaming really quick, but if it's in a chase, it'll be the speed that it is, which can be really fast. But the weakness... They will weaken over time, making them weaker, slower, and less aggressive. So, if you stay close to the Thay, I tested this last time, it was around 5 minutes that the Thay would get older. Every 5 minutes, it would age. So, if you can stay in the ghost room for around 5 minutes. Now, we don't know if this, like, stacks infinitely. Like, let's say that you stay in the ghost room for 2 minutes, you leave for 10 minutes, you come back, you stay for another 2 minutes, etc. Like, will it still age? That's, like, gonna be super hard to test. I mean, I guess we could try that, but that feels like a little bit of a waste of time, because who would do that? But yeah, so they will get slower, and they will basically become, so they're an Oni, and then they will become a Shade at the end of the game, and they will not hunt until it's like 0% sanity. Like, literally 15% sanity is when they will hunt. Like, they're even worse than a Shade. They're crazy weak once they reach this stage. And they get a lot slower, which means that you can loop these ghosts super fast. Like, that ghost, I really wonder if I could have looped it if I just stayed there. You know what? I kind of want to try. Why don't we try again? Because it shouldn't have aged, right? Let's just set up a timer. So we're going to start a paramic, which is going to run a timer, which is a very neat thing. Yeah, the new footsteps make it really hard to know. Also, we're above 50% sanity, right? Wait a minute. I actually kind of want to figure that out as well. Why don't I take a candle with me? Yeah, we're at 60% sanity. Let's see if the ghost hunts. It probably does, because it's still in the super stage. Because we figured out all the evidence really quickly. I'm gonna stay away from you for now, because I want to see your superpower mode one more time. Also, where could I hide in here? Could I hide in there? Nope. Don't you dare hunt me now. Okay, I can't go here. So one of the major powers of the Thay is not necessarily that it's an Oni, because being an Oni is, like, makes it easy to find, makes it easy to get ghost oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Where's my lighter? Woo! Alright, I can't do this. I'm running! Holy shit, it's so fucking fast, dude. That's so scary, man. It's in the basement. It's so fast. Like, I think the major strength of this ghost is twofold. It is super fast, even when not chasing a player, which is really rare. There's only... Why are the lights still on? Wait. Because it's still hunting. That's why. That's why. Okay. Whoopsie daisy. It was in the basement. I didn't hear it. Okay, so... God damn it, you are very aggressive. You're very mean. I'm gonna get out of here. Well, actually, you know what? Let's stick around here. Does it hunt? I mean, it will probably just chain hunt. Hello, you little shit. Why don't you kill me? You stinker? Hey. I can't do this. I need to leave. Okay. Oh yeah, we had to smudge him, so he's gonna be he's gonna be smudged anyway. So that was an early hunt. That was a 60 sanity early hunt. Now we know that they can hunt between 60 and 70. So it's literally a demon. It's crazy, which I think is actually pretty strong, because especially on large maps, I think this ghost is crazy on large maps. If you don't find this ghost early, before your sanity gets below 70, it'll be, like, it'll start hunting nonstop. You'll think it's a demon. It'll be super active, so it'll do lots of ghost events that drain your sanity. Well, this ghost didn't necessarily do ghost events because we stayed away from it as much as possible because I want to see all the different stages of this ghost. We need to be careful with running out of smudge sticks, though. Because, yeah. You know what? I bring both of the smudge sticks over there. Unknown Soldier, thank you for the tier 2 10 months. Thank you so much. And Timon, thank you for the 19 months. Good to see you. Okay, let's just go. I only have like one hiding spot. I have one hiding spot in the basement. But yeah, I think I didn't finish my sentence. There's so much to say. Ah! Jesus Christmas. Okay, it's definitely too fast. You have to smudge it, right? Actually, even in this stage, you can loop it? That's crazy, dude. This is why... double back. Okay. It's really fast, but this is what I mean. The developers of this game, like, they know their game well, don't get me wrong, but the one thing they consistently underestimate when making new ghosts is just how powerful speeding up during a hunt is. Like, every time they add a new ghost that doesn't speed up during a hunt, they vastly underestimate how fast they need to make it for it to actually be a strong ghost. Like, even though this ghost is currently, like, almost, like, I don't even know, like, so incredibly fast, like, it outspeeds me completely, but only while walking. As soon as I start sprinting, I can, like vastly outspeed this ghost. So with that, if you just loop very closely, you can actually completely survive. I mean, obviously, I outsped it because I even made a double back. Like, it's very risky. You shouldn't probably do it all that much. But just the fact that you can do that even in the early stages of this ghost is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here and play some crucifixes because I want to be closer to the ghost. You know what? Why don't we eat a pill? If I can get out of here. It doesn't get faster as my sanity lowers at all. That's for the Moroi. This ghost gets slower the longer you're close to the ghost, basically. So let's take a pill to get our sanity right around 77. So it shouldn't be able to hunt right now. Let's get 2 crucifixes in there and just stay close to the ghost. I want to get it to the next stage which is probably gonna be around 5 minutes of being close to the ghost. So why don't we do just that? But the ghost is being kind of annoying because it's actually no longer here, right? Oh, yep, it flicked the light switch. Wait, which one? Give me an EMF. It seemed to kind of come to me. Like it came over to the kitchen. It roamed over here, which is very strange. Did you touch this? Yes, you did. Okay, so it's one of these rooms. Let's quickly check which one it is with the thermo, so we can stay as close as possible. We want to be in the ghost room. Sven, thank you for the 12 months, 1 year. Okay. Well, the thing is that this is not necessarily a knock on... I mean, the thigh can be weak. It's not that fast compared to... Or it's not that fast as like a Raichu or a Revenant, as you can clearly see, because you could never loop like that against a Raichu or a Revenant. But because it doesn't speed up, this basically shows you just how powerful any other ghost is. Because if you've ever seen me loop another ghost that's just like any normal ghost, you'll see that after like even a few seconds, I can't loop anymore because the ghost will be like super, super fast. So I think that they either just overestimate how fast they make these non-speeding up ghosts, like the Thigh. The Deogen is kind of a different story, but like the Thigh, the Hantu. Because the Hantu, if you remember, when the Hantu first came out, it was so pathetic. Even when it was completely minus... Uh-oh. It's a ghost event. That scared the hell out of me. Even when it was like minus 10 degrees, it would still be slower than the player. Like, you could loop it in any stage. Like, the ability to... Any ghost that doesn't have the ability to speed up should have many other things going for it. Otherwise, it just becomes, like, the weakest ghost in the game instantly. Because if you can loop a ghost, it's weak. Like, in the current state of the game, at least. Let's see. Are you in the... Okay, you're in the living room. Alrighty. So we don't know of any hidden abilities of this ghost yet. However, I think that the Thaye has a hidden ability to age on the board, because when you look at the patch notes, the hotfix patch notes, it says the Thaye will now answer questions correctly. Oh god. It is going nuts. I looped Revenants, yeah, but only with breaking line of sight, like using trucks or like high objects to break line of sights. I would like a cam. This ghost is so active, man. It is being an Oni right now. I want to stay as close as possible to age it into the next stage. Now, I wonder if it can still hunt, because we are now like low enough sanity for it to hunt, unless it got to a previous stage. Or unless it got old. Jesus Christ, I don't want that. Unless it got old enough to slow down again. Because every like around 5 minutes of being close to the ghost, it gets a little slower and it hunts a little less, until it eventually gets to... This is crazy, but it can still do... that's actually very interesting. It can still do... Dude, what the fuck is this ghost, man? It's nuts. It's crazy, man. This is what I meant when I said that it would be so cool if the Thaye only got older when the player was in the ghost room. Because that literally, like, you see how this works? We've been chilling. We've been chilling far away from the ghost, no problem. As soon as we get close, this ghost is like, get the fuck out of here. Because it doesn't want to be close to us. Because if we're close to it, it'll drain, like, it'll age rapidly. Oh god, I need to hide. And get a lot weaker. So it's trying to push you out of the ghost room by being like super scary and aggressive, so you don't make it weaker, which I think is like insanely cool design of the ghost. Like, it's super cool. Does it age while hunting? That's a too hard question. So you can already hear that it's a little slower, right? Absolutely slower. Maddie Bay, thank you for the 5 gifts. I'm actually gonna try and loop it now, because I think this is the second stage of the Thaye, and I'm pretty sure that in this stage we can already loop the ghost. I think even though they've made the thing a lot better, like now you have to be close to the ghost for 5 minutes, which is on a small map, not that big of a deal. On a big map though, that is huge. Like 5 minutes close to the ghost on a big map, that'll take a while. Because you first have to find it, you need to get your equipment, like you're walking back and forth a lot. But yeah, on a small map, you'll, especially because the ghost is so active, you'll find it really, really quick. Let's see. Am I early? Did I get early hunted there? Please let me out. I would love to see. Probably not, because it did so many ghost events that we drained sanity quickly. Yeah, there you go. But that's like an underrated ability, I think. Like, the fact that ghosts that are super aggressive with ghost events, they're basically early hunters, because every time a ghost does a ghost event, it drains between like 10 and 15% sanity depending on the ghost event. And in this case, we got from like 60 or like we got from 80 to 30 in like the span of a few minutes, just because it did so many ghost events. Like, that's super cool. Okay, so now I want to try and loop it. That's our next goal. Let's see. It also seems to be very mobile. Because it's roaming, like it's already in a different room. Is it in the foyer? Wait, oh yeah, you broke this light. How could I forget? Okay, come on. What are you touching? Don't you turn off the breaker, you piece of shit. Can still hear that it's super active from a distance. Like, the activity is not bound to you being close to the ghost. Did you use the crucifix? Run. Okay, this is fine. Let's try and loop it. Here we go. It's in the master bedroom now. So you can still hear that it's pretty fast. Oh god, the double back though. But as you can see, even though it's faster than my walking speed, because the player has a sprint, it is actually quite easy to stay out of range of this ghost. The sprint is just so strong. Like, as long as you time it... Oh god, I actually will have to smudge here. So yeah, you can still get... I mean, I could probably loop it just fine for the rest of the hunt. I might die here. Let's see. This ghost doesn't have a weakness where... Oh god, what are you doing? Right, just go here. Just loop long now, because looping long is much safer. Like, looping short... So if you want to properly know if you can loop a ghost, it's better to loop long. Like, that's what I'm gonna do now. I've showed you that you can even loop it short like this, where you risk double backing. Like, this is a pretty scary loop. Like, this is even scarier because it's even smaller. But I mean, it's one of the best loops in the game, but it's like, it's still pretty short. Like, if you get a little too far ahead, the ghost will double back on you. Like, you'll always be at risk of that. Okay. Well, you already used my crucifix. I would love to stay close to you again, so we can actually make you a little slower. Here we go. So you're in this room. So that was the second stage, right? You saw that it got slower. It was very scary to loop. Like, that is something that not everyone would like to do, especially if you're in a team. It's gonna be a mess. There's definitely people that are gonna die. However, because it doesn't speed up, it won't chain kill as easily. Like, a lot of ghosts, if they're chasing a group, they'll get so fast that if they catch just one person, they'll like completely wipe out the whole team, because they'll just like chain boom, 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 boom between every player. Oh god. So here, let's loop long now, so you can properly see just how... It's still the same speed. So looping long is where you basically go into this room, and you completely use your entire sprint. You recharge your sprint here, do a little loop-the, and then you just go back to here. And you just continue this until the hunt is over. Like, look how much distance we're keeping. Just gotta make sure to wait so you don't accidentally make a double back around objects. That's like the main danger. So you can see we're pretty much like identical speed. Like, we're a little faster. I mean, if I held the sprint like the whole time, I would be faster, like, for sure. So yeah, That's like the major weakness of this ghost. And I think this ghost is definitely B tier, like B. I don't think this ghost reaches into A tier or S tier at all. I think in terms of fun and design, this is like maybe even my favorite ghost in the game. Just because I love the idea of a ghost, like an Oni was my favorite ghost previously. Because the Oni was just the most active ghost in the game. However, this ghost basically combines my two favorite things. Onis and looping ghosts, and outplaying them. Because this ghost fights you like, oh god. That was a spooky one. I wonder if it gets, is it slower now? Yeah, I think it is. I think it does get older during hunts. I feel like it's slower. I don't even have to sprint anymore. Well, barely. A little bit slower. It's like 0.2 meters per second every 5 minutes, basically. Dude, imagine this ghost. Like, I don't really understand why they decided to make the Moroi still speed up, whereas this ghost doesn't. Like, I genuinely don't understand why they did that, because the Moroi is a lot more powerful overall, because the Moroi speed is based on the lower the sanity, the higher the speed. But if you get hunted, you're already low sanity anyway, right? Like, once some time has passed, the whole team will be 0% sanity. So at that stage, you'll just have a crazy revenant that also speeds up while chasing. Like, if you don't properly manage your sanity against a Goroi, you're gonna get absolutely blasted. Whereas here, it doesn't really matter all that much, because if you just wait a little Goroi, did I just say Goroi? I meant Moroi. If you manage your sanity properly, you'll just, it's a ghost event. Jesus Christ. As soon as you're close to it, it just goes frickin' maniac mode. You got anything for me? That's such a cool design. The ghost that wants to fight you, basically. Like, it tries to kill... It's speedrunning to kill you, because if it can kill you fast enough, you can't make it older. You know, that would actually be really cool. If it kills a player, it gains some age back. Or, like, it gets younger again. That would be amazing. You, like... you get changed. Like, that would be a really cool hidden ability for this ghost. Because that would mean that if it can manage to kill someone fast, it'll basically stay strong for a little longer. Because if you don't do that against, like, if this ghost doesn't regain any of its age, eventually, even if the whole team had died except one person, it'll just be like the slowest ghost to ever live. Like, we'll see that later here. This ghost is so slow once it reaches a certain point. It is really interesting. Where's my thermo? I dropped it in the living room, right? Yes, I did. Let's see. It's no longer here. It's roaming a lot. It's back to the scene of the crime. Nope, it's in the master bedroom, probably. Okay. Sacrificing your friends, yeah. I do like that it has dots and writing, because I think that is, like, fitting for this ghost, because dots and writing require you to be, like, close to the ghost for a little bit, right? You need to be able to see the writing book. Well, you can also just, like, dump them in and, like, leave as fast as possible and then come back later, or set up a smart camera. Like, you could do that as well. I guess EMF would have been an even better evidence, though. Like, imagine this ghost with EMF. I mean, you're gonna get it really easily because it does so many things, but, like, you still have to be close to the ghost. Like, what would be the most... Freezing temps, that would be hard as well, because, I mean, every evidence is bound to, like, being close to the ghost. I guess fingerprints would have been, like, a really easy evidence here. Spirit box is... I definitely don't think spirit box would be a good one, because spirit box is something you get so quick. Like, you just walk in with a spirit box, you ask, how old are you, a few times, and you got it. Like, this really... That you just get that too quick. Give us a sign. I think I already, like, beat it down. I think it's already old enough. Let's get our candle out of there so we actually lose some sanity. and it can hunt us again. It's throwing stuff in there. Does any of the three new ghosts place S tier? So in terms of strength, the 3 new ghosts, it really depends on the map and the situation. I think the Thay is the strongest on big maps, because on big maps it'll take probably like, you'll be 70% sanity by the time you find this ghost, and only then do you start making it older. So you have to be 5 minutes close to a ghost while it can early hunt the whole time. Like, that's gonna be a disaster. Like, oh Jesus. Wait, it's not hunting, there's a ghost event. You scared the shit out of me, you piece of garbage. It'll never be shadow mode during hunts. So if you see the shadow model, you know that it's a ghost event. Let's see though. What is my sanity now? Okay, so my sanity, this is gonna be interesting. So my sanity is 40%. Let's get away from the ghost now to see if we get hunted at this stage. So it's probably either in the 2nd or the 3rd stage. I would say it's in the 3rd stage probably, because we've been close to it for quite a while. So let's stay back. Played earlier and got a thigh. How many stages does it have? We tested that last time. I think it was around like, only around 4 or 5 stages. Like it wasn't that much. It's like every 5 minutes it gets older, up to like 4 times. Come on, hunt me. Or are you not gonna do that? Let's just not have our candle out. Well, I should have the lights off though. Madly Phil, thank you for the 10 gift subs. Thank you so much. Yeah, the lowest tier is crazy. In the lowest tier, this ghost can only hunt at like 15% sanity. Like, you have to be basically completely 0% sanity to get hunted at all. Now, because you have to be close enough to the ghost, I don't think that really matters. Like, I think the main thing that makes this ghost weaker than you think is that even in its fastest state, you can still run away from it pretty effectively if you just hold down the W and sprint key, which that's never true for any ghost. Manly Phil, thank you for 5 more gift subs. Thank you. Thank you. Because any other ghost will get so insanely fast once it's been chasing you for like not even long. Like every 2 seconds that the ghost is chasing you, it'll get like 0.2 meters per second faster up until like, I don't even know, like the ghosts get like 4 meters per second faster, insanely fast once they get going. Oh, here we go. It is hunting. It's from the basement? What? Dude, this is kind of wild. I feel like this ghost is roaming so much more than any other ghost. Right now, at least. It's literally stuck in the basement. There it goes. It is so slow. Look at this. Look at this cutie. I don't even have to sprint anymore. It's just... Hey, Grandpa. How you doing? This is really gonna be interesting, like, to see the stats after this game. By the way, this ghost is saying, like, hello, Insum, I'm here. I know that. I'm literally looking you in the eyeballs. Loopy doopy. Now I want to see my sanity. What was that? I feel like that was still 30 or something. Summer Lane, thank you for the gift sub. Get off my lawn. There you go. It was still 30. Well, like pretty much exactly 30. So I guess this is the next tier. So how would the tiers work? Manly Phil, thank you for 5 more gift subs. Thank you. So it would be like, so 70 or like 70, 65 would be the first one. Maybe 70. And then like 15 down would go to 40. But then like maybe it's not in like 15 sanity increments. Maybe it's not like that consistent. It could just be like the first is 70, then it's 50, then it's 30, then it's 15, something like that. 70, 50, 30, 15 is like my guess. It's really hard to test though. But I know that if we stay close to the ghost, which we're gonna do right now, let's go back into the basement and see if we can make it become a grandma. Or grandpa in this case. Hello. How are you doing? You're down here now? What have you been doing? Why did you get all over the place? It's been in the baby room, foyer, living room, basement. That's kind of crazy. Complain, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. And Red the Wolf, thank you for the 4 months again. You're very roamy. Because, like, I think that's just a coincidence. Hello. It's trying to get away from me. I wonder if that's the thing, but I doubt it because I've been pretty far away from the ghost this whole time. I doubt it has, maybe. That would be like an interesting ability that it tries to roam away from the player. The thing with that is that we basically have to wait until the developers give us more information about this ghost. Because if you didn't know, 2 weeks after the update, which is pretty soon actually, I think. Yeah, it's going to be pretty soon. We're going to get some extra info on what the ghost's like hidden and like main abilities are on this Friday, yeah. So I wonder if we completely cracked it. If there's a hidden ability like the ghost wants to roam away from the player more, like how would we know that? Like that's such, like you can't empirically test that in this short of a time frame. Like you need to find the ghost so many times before you really start building up an intuition for stuff like that. But maybe in this case, it has been roaming more than usual, but it hasn't been roaming away from me. It's rather felt like it's roamed towards me, which is even weirder. Like, I don't feel like that should be how it works. Elfin Fluff, thank you for that 200 biddies. Welcome to the stream. So it might have already aged to the final tier. Like, I know that the 15 insanity is the final tier, so that's really interesting, though, that tier that we were just, like, the speed that we were just playing against was super easy to loop, but it was actually still not the lowest tier. I feel like if I were to like change this ghost a little more, like I already think it is leagues better. Like I think it could stay this way and it will be fine. Like even though I think it is definitely not the strongest ghost out there, it's a very interesting design that could stay this way and it'll be a great addition to the cast. And I honestly feel like it's okay to stay this way. However, if they wanted to make it a little stronger, what they could do is make it non-loopable in the first and second stage. Because right now it's only unloopable in the first stage. Every stage after, you can loop it as if you are like it's just super easy to loop it. It's, I mean, not super easy, it's pretty tricky, but especially if you have a smudge stick, you'll be fine regardless. Like, I think this ghost mostly shines in big maps when you can't really get close to it early on, so it'll be early hunting right away. And it roams so much. Like, because it's fast, regardless of if there's any player nearby, it'll be running around. By the way, it's like literally a shade right now. Are you seeing this shit? Because it is so fast, regardless of if it's chasing a player, it's basically gonna find, like, if you're not hiding in a proper hiding spot, you're gonna be found because it's gonna be running around like crazy all over the map. I think it's actually not here anymore. That felt weird. If it actually, wait, we can check with the orbs. Let's see. Did the orbs move? It's back in the living room. I mean, this is very, like, non-proven evidence, but just there, it roamed away as soon as I got into the ghost room, which is a little suspicious, you ask me. What do you think, Ghost? Oh, you think... That would be interesting, too! What if it had roaming out of the player, like, the player room, and what if it turned on the breaker more? Because that would actually be really sneaky. If it turns off the breaker, if you want to turn it back on, you have to leave the ghost room to turn it back on. I feel like this game, the ghost has been turning off the breaker like crazy. Like, it's gone off like 5 different times. Oh. Ghost event? Still a ghost event, even in your, like, shade form? That's kind of nuts. Did the crucifix just break? No, it was already broken. Can I get out of here, though? Okay. Like, I don't know if it does this, and I don't know if I want it to do this. I'm just, like, throwing theories out there. Like, a few things we know for sure. Like, we know that it early hunts at the start of the game, and right now it probably can't even hunt at all. Like, it's just being, like, it has to get, I have to get below 15% for it to hunt. So let's just have our candle, like, not hold our candle anymore so we can actually get lower sanity. Also, remove this. Are you still here? You're still here. Okay. Can you give us a sign? There. Okay, wait, interesting. That was actually 20% sanity, probably. Oh my god, you're so slow. I can't believe it. This is absolutely the lowest tier. Oh man, that's crazy. He's so tired. It's wild how that changes. I don't even have to sprint. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Oh, the double back. You almost got me there. You want to double back again? Oh, you want to double back again? Oh. All right, let's see my sanity. I'm actually very curious because this is obviously the lowest hunting tier. What is it? And there you go. So it's actually 20% sanity. So, wow, interesting. So the lowest hunting range of this ghost is 20% sanity. We have learned a new thing. I've heard most people say that it's 15% sanity, but I mean, we have definitive proof that it hunted above 15, below 20. Okay, so we have 70. I wonder if it's like 70, 60, 40, 20. That would be cool if it was 70, 60, 40, 20. Then I feel like you actually have, like, at least in the first 2 stages, it's an early hunter, and it's like really fast so that most people can't loop it. It's hard to know, right? And there might even be more than 4 stages. There might be, because I feel like there is at least 4, maybe 5 different stages of this ghost. So yeah, now it is just a joke. Like at this point, if you stayed close enough to it, for it to be this slow, like, you will never be found. Even if you just like hide out in one room somewhere, it'll be roaming around the map so slowly that it'll basically not look at any of the hiding spots. You have to get super unlucky for it to actually find you. Whereas in the first stages, if you get hunted, like if you use the curse possession, trigger a hunt immediately, and you hear these fast footsteps, you are gonna be like, okay, it could be a thigh, it could be a Dio, which I think the Dio and the thigh actually work very well together. Boo! Thank you for the 4 gift subs. Thank you. The Dio and the thigh work very well together because they both sound equally fast. As, like, if you trigger a hunt right away, they're both super fast from a distance. However, if you think it's a Dio and you walk in front, yeah, like you get out of your hiding spot, and then it ends up being a thigh instead, you're fucked because you can't outrun it. It'll run you down and you'll die. Like you're gonna die. So that is, I think, like a pretty cool. It's a really strong counter against using like the curse possession to trigger a hunt right away. Now, because I want to see what the sanity is right now, like, or not the sanity. This is the lowest stage, right? Let's look at the time in the ghost room. I want to see what that says, and if it's like around there's no way it's 15 minutes, right? I'm really curious. You finished part 1 of the quarry. It was so much fun. I love that game. Let's see. So it was absolutely a thigh, obviously. How long were we in the ghost room? Only 6 minutes. Okay. I am almost 100% sure that means that you don't have to be in the ghost room. Because it's definitely aging slower than it aged before. Like, it's definitely, like, if you aren't close to the ghost, it'll be fast no matter what. Now, what this doesn't include is time during hunts where it was close to us, right? Because every time we were looping it around objects, we were in the ghost room, technically, like we were close to it, so it might have gone slower there as well. And obviously we stood around the area. Like, the map is pretty small, right? If you stay in the living room and the ghost is in the master bedroom, you could be close enough to it to make it older. So I think that's probably what's happening. It's not bound on ghost room alone. it's bound on proximity to the ghost. So if you are in a certain range of the ghost, it'll get older. And if you get out of that range, it'll just like stay at that level, and it will not. I don't see any proof so far, at least, of it getting faster over time. Like if you stay away from it long enough, it gets faster again. I really want to see if the Ouija board tells the age different when you ask it multiple times throughout the mission. So yeah, there you go. The Thigh is a very interesting ghost. I love the design. Probably my favorite design out of any ghost in the game, like by far. I love the way it fights you out of the ghost room, and it's an Oni with 7 ghost events in only 6 minutes in the ghost room, right? That's crazy, and that drains a lot of your sanity as well. I love that it's so fast early game. Like, it's terrifying to hear those footsteps from a distance if you fucked up and you got a hunt early. That's a spooky noise. You don't want to hear that, especially with the Dio. Like, I don't think it would have been as strong if the Dio didn't exist, but because the Dio comes out together with the Thigh, like, they just augment them, like, each other perfectly. Like, they sound the exact same, but you need to act completely different against the two of them, which just, like, creates a terrifying situation. So yeah, that is the Thigh. Let me know what you think of this ghost. It's not the strongest ghost just because it doesn't speed up during a hunt. If it did speed up during the hunt, S tier instantly. Like, I genuinely think if this ghost sped up during a hunt, it would be S tier. But because it doesn't, it's not that strong because you can loop it so early on. But yeah, that was my huge, like, Thigh explanation video where we saw all the things. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. And if you want to join Love the Games here in chat, join us over at twitch.tv/insym every single day at 7 p.m. Central European time. Thank you very much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Bye, guys.